So apparently nobody likes to leave comments, so I'm actually going to just entirely scrap this series after this episode until I start getting some people who are actually engaging, which is fine. I'm not actually blaming anybody, but I really want to do this series, and to leave the mini-series that only has 2 temporary episodes off, I really just want to do a very difficult box here because, oh my god, I'm not lying when I say this box has been sitting here for 2 weeks, minus one of the ingredients, and I've been dreading doing it. So this one's actually going to be really difficult. And I hate that I chose this one. Mystery box, it's a series. It'll come back at some point. I'm not scrapping it forever. But basically, you leave 7 items in the comments section down below, and I will try to make things out of those 7 items with a little bit of flexibility. But because nobody leaves comments, I have to come up with really weird random objects that I have to make something good out of. Also, by the way, let me know how you think about the audio. I think this little lav mic may be better. Give me your opinion. Write a comment. Do it! So what do we have in the wonderful box land? Well, we have these following ingredients. Broccoli, Zatari's roasted garlic adobo, chia seeds, coconut milk, cream of mushroom soup. I'm depressed. So all of these ingredients down below, I've worked with individually in one way or another. I have no fucking clue other than one thing that I'm gonna do. So garlic roasted adobo. I don't know what adobo is. Now with anything that I do, I don't use recipes, but I'm gonna read just roughly what these things recommend, and I'm gonna try to make something good out of it because, dude, this is hard. This is legit difficult for me right now. So this is gonna be one of our big main ingredients. I actually think, I think I know what I could do actually. I could combine these 2. Could I use the chia seeds? To put this debate to the end, there are 3 ways you can use the can opener, and I don't want to hear anybody say otherwise. You have the number 1 way, which most people do. You stick the can opener like this. It's the bottom of the can, it's not gonna work. The number 2 way, for you naysayers out there, is this way. You can actually do it this way. It'll actually work. Don't listen to what the media lies to you about. In fact, actually, let me show you. Yeah, see? You can do it that way as well. And then there's the always easy way of just stabbing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do this as instructed by the box because I'm gonna boil this because it really just is dried rice and beans. That's all it sounds like. I'm going to mix the coconut milk with the chia seeds, and that's gonna be its own separate side dish actually. I'm gonna put these over here so I know they're there, so they stay out of my fucking way. I gotta try a handful of these. I've only ever had like these once, like 5 years ago. I don't know how flax seeds taste, so I'm gonna do my best here. They look gross. Who eats this shit? 170 calories for fucking 3 tablespoons of this shit. Let's deep fry it. That was not a joke, by the way. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to cut these into small pieces, use this as my wet, and then deep fry it in this. This could be a good idea. So I'm gonna just start off simple. I'm gonna pour a bunch of chia seeds in here. I don't know how much, so it's only a spoon.
Only a spoonful.
So I'm gonna say that's like maybe 5 tablespoons of chia. I'm gonna pour this in here. This looks so bad. Ugh. I've never handled coconut milk before. This just looks bad. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna mix it. And then I'm gonna let this become chia pudding, which if you don't know is just taking chia seeds and mixing it with water. But in this case, gotta do coconut milk. By the way, I am legitimately thinking of this on the spot, on the fly. I'm really trying to work this out, and actually I should be vocalizing what I'm thinking. While that's becoming chia pudding, I'm gonna put water in here and start boiling this up. And that should get us started here. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna take this, and I'm only gonna boil in 1 cup of water until the rice essentially absorbs all that. It'll be soft, but it won't be cooked all the way. And then this chia pudding with the coconut milk will go in here, And to give it a little bit of spice, I'm actually just gonna dump in a bit more garlic, but I'm also wondering if I have anything like lemony almost. Because the coconut with the, no, maybe coconut with lemon wouldn't be good. I'm gonna do 1 cup of water, boil it in here, and then when the rice is all absorbed all that water, I'm gonna add in the chia pudding, and then we're gonna cook it all together as one big mix. And this should be relatively healthy, I think. Get all those omegas out, bitch. I'm trying to harvest you for your liquid. You see, this looks good. This looks like a tasty ice cream treat, but it's not. It's disgusting coconut milk. Who does this shit? I don't know why people do this to themselves. All right, let's get this ripping boiling. Don't mind this, by the way. This isn't for a video, it's unfortunately for something else. So while I got that going, I'm gonna work on the next idea, which is equally as bad. So the first thing I gotta do is blend the flaxseed up into a meal, according to the thing. I wanted to make 1,000 dishes today. I didn't want to make 4 dishes for me to clean. I wanted to have a whole kitchen to clean again today. Do you think I'm so inept that I can't trust that the weight of this fucking thing will stay in place? Who developed this, Ninja? Like, dude, bad. Yeah, you can't be trusted to make sure your blender stays down so we put suction pads on it. Bad design. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ninja. Please sponsor me. Alright, so that's boiling now. Let's throw in our rice and beans mix. So it's funnily enough, I left this out because I wanted to do something else. But I think we're gonna need it considering how bad these flax seeds turned out. Oh no!
You broke it.
Whoa.
What?
Got my adobo here. It's basically starved for water now. So now that I have essentially a sticky, dry rice, I'm gonna add in all of this poopy water along with some butter. I think it said to use a tablespoon, so that's what we're gonna use. Just keep it simple. So it is getting like, it's getting soupy again, which is good because I want all of that moisture out of here. I just don't want it dry and raw. So this could be good, this could be awful. Who knows? It's definitely healthy. That much is for certain. Like, you got a lot of fat and carbohydrates and fibers in here. You're gonna be shitting for days, son. And I'm gonna turn that down to a very low, medium, like below medium, medium low. Let that go. Get a nice simmer because I need that rice to have moisture, and I'll be periodically adding in either milk or water in there. That way that should give that a little bit of time to absorb everything without letting it burn on the bottom. So I'm gonna have to be attentive on that one. So now we have number two, the big number 4. So for this one, I'm just guessing a lot here. I'm gonna take my fucking disgusting flaxseed. It smells bad too, that's how much I don't like this. This smells awful. And you can see, you got a little bit of a meal consistency and texture. It's just, you gotta get the right tools. I don't have the right tools to grind this up, but I actually did have this bread flour laying around. So we're gonna try to make some deep fried broccoli, flax, and bread flour bites. Help me, I need therapy. If this turns out good, I'm giving like $100 to charity because I don't know how this is torture to myself, and I feel like if I'm gonna enjoy what should be a nightmare, I gotta give to somebody else because I must be a magician if this somehow turns out good. So I got a bread flour and flaxseed mix, and we're gonna dip the broccoli into the cream of mushroom, into there, right into the deep fryer. I'm like, I think this should be loose, but I want this cream of mushroom to have like a batter consistency because the batter sensation is what would probably make the broccoli taste great. Stuff comes out just looking like snot, but it's so good. And it's cheap. That's what's great about it. Cheap and delicious. I'm gonna give that a little mix up. Just kind of, I don't know, smooth it so it doesn't look like snot. Just somehow. Just give it a little bit of texture or a little soupiness, not snottiness. Whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna call a trial run. We got our hot oil there. It's probably not up to temperature quite yet, but we're gonna try this. This is a bad idea. I don't know why why do people let me around tools? I've never understood this. Is don't let me do things. This is bad. This is really bad, but I'm doing it anyway, and nobody's stopping me from doing it. There might be some hope here. That looks not awful. I don't know. Maybe. Let's give it a try. And I don't like that sound. I don't like the sound of that. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds horrible. This is smelling amazing, actually. You know, it probably would have been a smart idea to have tongs ready for this. But I'm not smart. Or maybe I'm so smart, I'm just not prepared. You know what they say, great science never stopped at ingenuity. Where did it all go? Where? My batter evaporated. So that's what I'm left with. Huh? Oh, it's hot. Ow. Why am I this dumb? So there's nothing there. I'm so confused. We'll try a bigger piece now. Maybe this needs to be wetter. Like maybe it needs to actually get into the broccoli. Maybe something needs to happen. I must be big dummy because that's weird. I'm calling it batter, but it's actually just cream of mushroom soup. I don't know why. It's not batter. It's very clearly not batter, but I'm calling it batter. Why is there so much fat on here? Maybe putting soup in the deep fryer wasn't a good idea. I may have failed. I don't like failing. This actually sucks. I think I'm fucking up right now. Oh no. I'm going to do a thing that I don't think is a good idea, and I'm just gonna add this in here. Maybe there's an equation I'm missing. I'm just gonna add it. And you know what? If I failed, I failed. Can you say to yourself that you are willing to fail? This doesn't look good. I'm worried. I'm very worried. Something tells me I'm making mistakes. I don't know where yet. Don't make fun of me. I'm stupid. This thing is so fatty that I don't even have to worry about it burning. It comes off so easily because this is more oil than that somehow. I don't know how. Is coconut oil fatty? Is that what I'm missing in the equation here? How much fat is in this? 14 grams! Why is there 14 grams of fat in coconut milk? How does that make sense? It's a coconut! This is turning out bad. I feel bad. I don't like this. I want to be done. I'm making everyone sad, including myself. Let's try this one more time. That doesn't look like it's gonna be any better. This doesn't look like it's... Look at that. That doesn't look like it's any better. Maybe I shouldn't stick my hand 2 centimeters away from the oil. So when there's a big explosion like that, be sure to check out the links in the description down below. Figure out how you can earn free stocks, cryptocurrencies, or money for using any one of the links in the description down below. You deposit $100 and they usually will kick you back something for using their service or their app. So please check those out and thank you very much. So thank you very much for checking those out and we'll get back into the video. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the broccoli one's gonna work. I don't think there's a way to make this look or taste appetizing. You can't see this shit on the camera, but I'm like, the pieces separate, the broccoli kind of cooks a little weird and you don't really get cookage. I'm gonna give it a taste test and we're gonna, maybe there's a redemption somewhere in here. I'm gonna eat this. Alright, so let's just try the batter then. Maybe the batter has a redemption to it. So I don't hate the batter. In fact, it's kind of good, actually. I know. But like, there's no way to make it stay on the broccoli as far as I've tried. So I'm like, maybe if you could do this and you could actually get the batter to stay on there, this might be pretty good. I'm gonna try with both the pieces, the good pieces. I'm like, I feel like there's something here actually. This isn't bad actually. I am stuck here. The batter by itself is not bad. The broccoli by itself, deep fried, is not bad. They don't mix though. They don't really mix. They don't taste like they're particularly better or worse. They just don't really work well together. I gotta try one more. Maybe there's just a fucking, there's gotta be something in the equation I'm missing here. We're gonna add more water and make this more battery. Except for the black seeds getting stuck in your throat. This isn't This isn't bad though. Let's try one more for the sake of my sanity. In fact, let's get it all coated all the way through. So you might want to, I'm gonna shake off this excessive batter. And like it seems to be sticking, but I can already tell this is not gonna last in the deep fryer. This is just not gonna work. I'm fucking committed to making one good looking one, especially for the thumbnail. Oh man, I thought I had it. Oh! Hi, that was only hot oil in my face. Thank you. So here are the finished products. As you can see, there's a lot of oil separation in the adobo. This doesn't look too bad actually, so let's give these a taste over there. So because that broccoli is way too hot right now, let's give the adobo a taste. I'm not happy with the amount of fat that's separated. There's like this weird pooling of fat all around it and I don't like it, so I should get a bean. All right, let's try this. I have just confused my brain. So I'm eating crunchy, not cooked all the way rice, which could be remedied by cooking the rice all the way through, don't get me wrong. But I bite into the rice, I bite into the bean. Actually, no, there's really not much bite into the bean. But then, as I bite into it, my entire mouth feels like fatty. Like just a bunch of fat just oozed into my mouth. I'm pretty sure that's the chia seeds that's doing that, but like, I don't taste any coconut. I only taste the garlic and the adobo mix, and I don't taste any rice or beans. I just feel like fat. Like all these fatty juices in my mouth, and it's not, the flavor's not bad, the texture is god awful. It's a 0 for texture, a -1 for texture. Taste though, on a scale of like 1 to 5, I give it like 3.5, 4. It's not bad on the taste front. It's just, God, it's so fatty. It texturally tastes like snot, or feels like snot. It's horrible. But the flavor's not bad. So use that at your own discretion. That said, I'm like, if you had just a bunch of fresh vegetables like broccoli and corn, like I'm talking fresh, maybe roasted on the grill, that ain't bad. But by itself, ugh, awful. So now we have the broccoli, and I against all odds, I managed to actually get some actual like breading on there. Let's see how it tastes. That was not bad. Okay, final verdict on try number 3 of this. That was way better. It was actually really nice because what happened is I bit into the broccoli. I'll use the broccoli as an just to show you. So I bit in, and that top layer hits me. And the top layer is just, it's inoffensive. It needs more salt, it needs a little bit more flavor. Like, hell, I would even say like something like some heat in this would be really good. Like, throw in some hot sauce or some jalapeno sauce, something a little spice. So I bit into the actual head of the broccoli after I got past that first layer, and I got this really pleasant, like just cream of mushroom taste. However, it was a little bit more loose than I'd like it to be. I'd actually like it firmed up a bit more. You're really not gonna get that if you're doing a deep fryer, so expect that. And then the stem was still like nice and crunchy. So that was actually a lot better this time. So There's a consistency trick here. I just gotta figure it out. I don't know how to do it, but that wasn't bad. In fact, I would choose that over the other one a little bit more. So that wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. Give it a try. You might like it. It wasn't bad. That was inoffensive. Because if you have more false starts like I did, you're getting nothing. It's poopy flavor. It didn't taste like anything. But when you actually make all of the ingredients to combine together. So that being said, if I had to give that a rating out of like 1 out of 5, I'd give that a solid 4 if I had added some more salt. But like, that ain't bad. It really isn't that bad at all. So this is the conclusion. Give this mini series a thumbs up. I'll bring it back as we get more people actually engaging on the channel because this is fun. Despite the chaos and insanity that goes on in my brain trying to figure out what to do here, this is a blast and I would love to do this more, but it's gonna be put on hiatus until we get some more people on the channel. And that being said, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the fuck out of it. Go give my editor some love. He really deserves it. I appreciate it, and I'll check you guys in the next video.